need some quick runs. We spoke about how good the pitch is. 160, 150, the minimum below par. And it's not easy straight away to do that. And I expected Dinesh Chandimal to have more delivery so that he can settle down straight away and then attack the death overs. But Sigu Prasanna could do the job. Couple of sixes from here will get the momentum back to Colombo Stars side.
That's the idea behind it. To get a couple of big overs to get the momentum. We have a set batsman in Angelo Matthews who can make sure he stays for his side in the 20th over. And we've spoken about why Chandimal hasn't come out to bat. What about Ramesh Mendes? He hasn't been asked for.
Yeah, that's a strange decision too. Ramesh Mendes has been one of the go-to bowlers. Oh, looks to swing it away on the onside. Good work by the wicketkeeper.
Very interesting field. Look at the fielder right behind the umpire. We've seen this before with players like Kiran Pollard in the IPL. MS Dhoni have got it to play, and we've seen players getting out. As Ramesh Mendes is right behind the umpire, especially against next with huge shot by Angelo Matthews. This time clearing it very easy, and that went a mile. Just what the doctor ordered for the Colombo Stars. The first six of the innings as well.
The 100 is up, and let me tell you, this is a large ground. This is large real estate, and he had to really time it well. And that went the distance. That is a very good shot. That will break, that will release the pressure. Stars needed it.
What is the idea of having that fielder right behind umpire? You need to pitch the ball up to the batsman. Have him driving the ball, not this length. He'll keep on hitting you for sixes if you keep on darting the ball in and that length.
Well, we know that Matthews is the finisher. Matthews have been the finisher for Sri Lanka. He did open in this LPL, now batting down the order. And, well, he straight away started off. Stars would love this onslaught.
What's very noticeable is in Colombo, we don't have a batsman slogging against the turn. This time, Angelo Matthews trusting it's not going to turn, it's going to skid on to the bat. And targeting a bowler just goes to show when a batsman in form, especially in Hambantota, can get those easy runs as possible. It's very important. Angelo Matthews bat out the 20 overs, and batters, the rest of the batters bat around him. And the fielder right behind Amulbai, as you mentioned, I'm not too sure either why he's there, because straight away when Angelo Matthews, Pollard, I understand he goes straight every time, but Angelo Matthews is more 360 degrees.
It's not even an eye candy. A dot delivery to end the over. 16 done. 1-1-0 for 4.
For 4 after 16 overs. The platform laid for the Colombo Stars. Dinesh Chandimal to come in. Angelo Matthews in good form. Sigu Prasanna can finish off as well. Ramesh Mendes has done both. This is the batting card for the Dambulla Giants. Pretty top 5 heavy. Dikwalla, Phil Saul, Janit Pinage, Sandhu Mirakodia, Najibul Zadran. The bowling options: Chami Karanatne, Ramesh Mendes, Sachit Jayatilaka, Josh Hill most likely will finish off, and Nuwan Pradeep.
Right, 110 for 4. We are into the last 24 deliveries of the innings. How much can the Stars get? At the current rate, 137. At 10 and over, 150. Well, between overs, there was a discussion where Ramesh Mendes hadn't bowled, and Imran Tahir will continue and bowl his last over. Amir Sohail made the point about Ramesh Mendes. We'll come to that. Sigu Prasanna gets an under edge. He'll get a single. In fact, he'll get 2. Nuwan Pradeep just couldn't gather it in. He was going for that slog. Under edge. These runs are vital. Imran Tahir just throwing it up a bit. And it also did get some turn on the wrist spinner. Couple of runs. he's here with a purpose, that's for sure. He's looking to blast the bowling. But it's not about hitting the ball hard.
Colombo Stars have finished off innings very well. 16 to 20 overs period. The average is 12.27, the highest. Jaffna Kings is second at 10.35. Just goes to show the hitting power in the end. Chandimal to come, and Sigurd Prasanna and Angelo Matthews there. We can expect more.
There is turn for Imran Tahir, the wrist spinner. Angelo Matthews was very, very severe on Jayat Tilaka. He was firing the ball in. As we know, he's not a turner of the ball, but someone who just fires the ball in. And there was no risk for Matthews because he's not hitting against the turn.
Yeah. Spot on. Roshan. These two leg spinners are contrasting. One is with a lot of experience, knows how to flight the ball, get a bit of turn off the surface. And in this LPL, he's been amongst wickets. You can't keep him away from the action. Consistent against Colombo Stars. And that's why we haven't seen Angelo Matthews taking any chances against Imran Tahir.
This is Prasanna going straight. He really doesn't find the boundary as yet, just a single.
I was going to mention that Angelo Matthews in the previous couple of deliveries ago just played a single, not showing any intent. That's smart batting. Finishing off Imran Tahir. And Angelo Matthews knows there's 3 overs more coming up, more fast bowlers. Dinesh Chandimal in the heart waiting to come in.
Very sensible batting. They're just not taking any chances against Imran Tahir. They realize that he is a threat. It's the end of the over. He's bowled up. Or he's finished his overs. 4 overs, 2 for 25. It's 116 for 4.
Dancers are back. Good signs. Stars as well. 116 for 4. Win the toss, batting first. Change the winning as well. Come down south to Hambantpura. Conditions are perfect for cricket. And Angelo Matthews well settled at 35. Sigurd Prasanna still good to going. Dinesh Chandimal to come. Pretty sure goes for a 150 bare minimum to take it from there.
It's a local dance. What to call it? Maha.
Traditional dance.
One of our proud partners, Manchi Kome. Well, Sri Lanka's #1 brand of biscuits, been exported to over 65 countries. We've spoken about Kome. Manchi is the brand, and Kome is the latest addition. Right, we're into over number 18. We are into the last 18 legitimate deliveries. How far can the Stars go?
This is a very important over. When you talk about perspective of Colombo Stars in this game, they can go big. They will end up very strongly. This is important.
Just over short fine leg. Good work. Very good work by Jayat Tilaka. That was a slow bouncer. He's had 2 men at short third man and short fine leg. I thought Matthews realized the opportunity, and look at this. This is great work. Really great work. Saved him a few runs. Saved the team a few runs.
Such is Jayat Tilaka. Saved 3 runs for the Giants. Just thought for a second that was going for a boundary. This young man, the big unit, doing the job. Strange field as well from Nuwan Pradeep, having 2 square fielders in the offside, 3rd man up, and mid-off up, and 3 fielders patrolling the bound with the length. Yeah, plenty of slow balls as expected. Cannot bowl Yorkers just as your stump and expect it not to go over long off. Nuwan Pradeep is very important not to be predictable. Especially we all know Sigurd Prasanna, if he gets going through long on mid-wicket, how he can hurt you.
Prasanna likes pace on the ball, and we spoke about the fact that in the first spells, the Dambulla faster bowlers didn't go to that option of slower balls. Oh, this should be taken by... Oh, will it fall safe? I think in no man's land. Only a single. Sikwe Prasanna not being able to really play his usual game with pace taken off the ball. The first 3 deliveries. He needs pace. He was looking to really have an almighty swipe at that.
Yeah, good bowling from Pradeep, relying on those slow deliveries. Realizing the intent of the batter, who just looking to hit the ball through mid-wicket. That's better. Into the gap. Just a single. As a batsman, it's very important to leave yourself with different options to score runs. But it's just inclined on hitting the ball in one area, then you allow the bowler to take better of you.
First 4 balls have been slow deliveries.
Fantastic bit of fielding by Phil Salt at long on. I just thought for a second there's 2 runs. And Angelo Matthews showing some intensity. At that time, Salt with a brilliant arm. No chance.
2 to go in the over. So far turning out to be a very fine over. Oh, goes over cover. Or goes down to cover. It's taken in the deep. Sikwe Prasanna's vigil is over. He really didn't enjoy himself. He's gone for 7. He came out with a purpose but just couldn't fulfill it. Dambulla Giants making inroads here. Another slower delivery.
The fast bowlers are coming of their own. That was intelligent. After bowling a few slow deliveries, he opted to bowl wide. And there was a fielder present for him. Prasanna hit the ball in the air and he's walking back after scoring 7. 119 for 5.
Right, 119 for 5. The man who's done tremendously well for the Colombo Stars, Dinesh Chandimal, he's at the non-strikers end. He's at an outstanding Lanka Premier League. Last ball of the over. Angelo Matthews on strike. Again, pace off the ball. They'll only get a single. What a brilliant over from Nuwan Pradeep. Over number 18 just costs 4 runs and a wicket. 120 for 5.
Plenty of slow deliveries in that over by Nuwan Pradeep. Getting rid of Sikwe Prasanna as well. Good stuff by the veteran who did bowl well last year as well. The different franchise. Very impressive, the Giants, after losing the toss, picking to bowl first. Josh Little started really well. He's giving away 12 runs in his 3 overs. Nuwan Pradeep, as I mentioned, pick up the bowlers for me, picked up a couple of wickets. And Tyle, of course, you know what you're going to get from him. Giving a 25 and pick up 2. Charmik Karunaratne slightly expensive, but still got an over to finish off.
Nuwan Pradeep was outstanding, 2 for 23, used all his skill, his experience, and that's his return. 11 dot balls.
And with that broad smile, you could easily tell he's here in Habbantuta, not in Colombo. Another good bowling change. One has to say, Dickwala has captained the side very well. And the bowlers have responded very well. His choice of bowlers in different situations, very adept.
Right, that's another look at that catch in the deep to dismiss Sikwe Prasanna. Away to the last 2 overs. Matthews on strike. Josh Little had a great first spell. How will he finish? Starts off with the full toss. They're running the first run hard. They will want 2. They're coming back for 2. Throw is wide, so 2 runs. That's a good start to the over of the first ball.
Josh Little going outside the off stump. 4 fielders in the offside, all patrolling the boundary. There's only one fielder saving the single leg extra cover. On the leg side, there's a deep mid wicket in case the Yorker hit the right spot to be hit the length. Angelo Matthews going to drag it towards mid wicket. Long on is up at mid on. The plans are pretty simple for Josh Little. Yorkers way outside the off stump.
And he has to be wary of the fact that Chandimal can hit the ball over extra cover quite efficiently. He must have been weighing his options. Extra cover, yes. Over mid-on, yes.
Over down the leg side, that has to be a wide, but Angelo moved inside the line. I think that prompted the umpire not to call it. Matthews went across. Did the tram lines move? He really moved inside the line. Yes, he went across. Josh Little pitched around that off stump and angled it down the leg side.
Let's call it bluff. Angelo Matthews also caught surprise. The young man Josh Little, very impressive with him in this LPL.
This time over mid-on, 1 bounce for 4. Now Josh Little's bringing the ball into the right hand and he's having mid-on inside. And Angelo Matthews just relished it.
Boundary had to come. And this time around, the ball was in his zone. Although, getting the ball on the bottom of the bat, but still enough power to clear the boundary line.
That's the risk you're taking, especially bowling outside the off stump. When you don't hit the right length, you're going to go the distance.
The third man comes up, long on goes out. 3 balls to go in the over. Slower delivery, toe into the bat. He'll still get a single. It's a good mix by Josh Little. He's just gone for 7 runs.
It's a fantastic stadium in Hambantota. Good to see the crowd coming in as well. It's important. 4 games coming up. 2 games today and another on Tuesday, and the big final, the 23rd.
This is the Eliminator. It's a straight shoot between these 2 sides. The one that wins this game will go into the next round. Chandimal looking to hit it hard, not timing it. He'll get a single. This is a good return for the Dambulla Giants. They've just conceded 8 in the 19th over. They need to finish well.
Yeah, the hopes of Colombo Stars getting to a formidable total are eliminating quite quickly. They need quite a few 6s from here on to bring some respectability to the total. Something for the bowlers to bowl at. Let's work into the gap. And a boundary to finish the over. 132 for 5.
After 19 overs, 132 for 5. The Stars in order. Salpera failing today. They picking up his wicket. Dato Nisanga coming back to the team in place of San Priyanjan made a good knock of 42, got to be said. Angelo Matthews batting well. Just 1 try short of a half century. Just today, I think the Giants have bowled really well, more than Colombo Stars batting bad. This week they have bowled in intent and been wonderful today.
Right, the veteran Angelo Matthews has been fighting a lone battle, 49 of 33. Just dragged that last ball. Maybe not where he intended it to go, but it mattered. He was aiming more towards mid-wicket, but just rolled the wrists and got it. And I thought it was also an inside edge that went between those 2 fielders. You can't set a field for such strokes. So they got 12 precious runs. Right, it's the final over. Charmika Karunaratne, he'll bowl his 4th. And 132 for 5. It's good to see this man, Dasun Shanaka, sitting out because of a back injury. Chandimal on strike. What will he do? Slower delivery. Starts off with a single.
He'll be a proud man. Rashid Shaneka is sitting out because of the injury, but his team has done so well. Very impressive. Lions lengths the ball in this game didn't offer much to the batters, and it was a big effort from another fast bowler, Little. Picked up. Didn't pick up a wicket, but it was very economical.
Chami Karunaratne's field suggests to me it's going to be plenty of slow balls. Third man up, fine leg up, cannot give any width. We all know how strong Angelo Matthews through the offside as well. Very important, hit the right length. The length is going to be very, very crucial.
Right, he's on 49. He's striking at almost 150. Matthews, you spoke about pace of the ball. Matthews gets a single. Obviously, he's happy with the personal milestone, but not happy with the start to the over. Just 2 singles. They need boundaries. They need sixers if they can.
I don't think he's happy. Yeah, he scored at a brisk rate, but didn't find any help from other batsmen to get something substantial to grind the opposition.
Chandimal on strike. Now the slow one. That's down the ground. Will it be taken? It's a brilliant catch at long on. Outstanding catch. I think the fieldsman timed his jump so well. He's happy. He knows it is a huge scalp of Dinesh Chandimal.
Phil saw the fielder for a moment, thought he misjudged it. It came up running too fast, and then realized it's going over the top. And look at this leap. Brilliant, brilliant, absolutely brilliant. And Phil saw relief man Chami Karunaratne, another slow delivery, getting rid of Dinesh Chandimal for 2. Stars losing their 6 for 134.
Karim Jannat is out there in the middle to find few sixes, which are the requirement. He's no mark with the bat. He's got a reputation of hitting the ball very hard and long, and that strike rate is quite suggestive.
Well, can he do the job? He's left with 3 deliveries in the over. Karunaratne has been crafty. He's been taking a lot of pace off the ball. Another slow one. That's hit high. And cleared it. Goodness gracious me. The first delivery, it's gone for 6.
At that time, Chami Karunaratne giving little pace. That slow ball was much quicker. And Karim Jannat just looks like straight came from the nets. Slow ball, leg cut, a pitch shot right in the middle of the bat. And that was against the wind as well. Massive 6 for the Stars.
Yeah, that line and the length favored the batsman on that occasion. And the bounce also helped him get a 6 of the first delivery he faced. In the air, on the offside. 10 of 2.
Well, he means business. He means business. Karim Jannat from Afghanistan. He's just made his presence felt. He's here because with an outstanding catch in the deep by Phil Salt. His leap was perfect. He timed it well. That was of Dinesh Chandimal. And now take a look at the responses. Previous one was 6 and then the 4. So he's got 10 of 2. What will he do of the last ball? 12 in the over. Last ball of the over. Slow one. He doesn't time it. I think they'll be happy with a single. So 145 for 6. It's a much better score than what the Colombo Stars would have expected. But one wonders whether they have enough runs on the board.
About 20 runs short. He should be a happy man. He's a stickler, isn't he? Just asking the bowler, why did you bowl that length? Why did you concede those 11 runs from the last 3 deliveries? We were in a better position, but these things happens. At times you don't need to be hard taskmaster. Yeah, it's been a struggle.
Kusal Perera opened with Tom Banton. There's not much to say about. Nissanka scored a brilliant 42. Matthews, captain's knock, unbeaten on 50. And Janath giving that extra bit of gear for the Colombo Stars to finish at 145 for 6.
Well, the bowling was respectable. Maybe the last 2 overs went for a bit, but overall it's been a good return for the Dambulla Giants. The economies are good. Jayatilaka went above 10 and over. Pradeep was outstanding, so was Little and Tahir. Jamika Karunaratne's figures spoiled a bit with those runs of the last over. Right, let's see what the target is. It's not frightening for the Dambulla Giants. It's 146 of 120 balls. Let's see how they set about it after the break.